Hi everybody, welcome to another special midweek Best of British Blackwell. Today I'm going to be cooking the one and only pork belly. Wonderful piece of meat, really tasty, and the best part about it is you can get some really lovely crackling from it, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. It's all about the preparation, it's all about the work that you put in beforehand to the meat in order to get a decent bit of crackling out of it, but I'm going to show you how to do that because I'm the king of crackling. So come over, have a look at the piece of meat that we've got, and we'll start working on it straight away. Okay, so preparation for this dish is absolutely vital. We have got a wonderful piece of pork belly here, straight from Wayne Walker Quality Meats. I'm going to post a link to their website underneath this video, both on YouTube and on Facebook. Seriously guys, check them out. They're an online butchers, but they've also got some stores up north as well, or some shops up north that you can pop into. Really top quality, everything I've ever had from them is really good. Preparation of this meat, very simple. As you just saw there, I had the paper towel, and I'm just taking off top moisture on this skin. The drier you can get this skin, the better the crackling you're going to get. Take a nice sharp knife, and then just start in diagonals, just start to score the meat. Now you're not, you're not looking to go all the way through. What you're looking to do is score it until it kind of just starts to cut along the top. Now you're doing this for a couple of reasons, but the main reason that you're doing this is that we're trying to draw all of the moisture out of the fat and the skin. If you draw the moisture out, it will dry out and crackle up quite nicely. So give it some real good cuts along here, just minding not to cut your hand because the knife is extremely sharp. You've got some really good zigzagging on there, which is going to make your crackling really nice. Give it one final pat down. Then just some salt. I'm using some very plain table salt. Give it a good coating and then start to rub it in, and then you'll see it starts to work its way in to the cuts that you've made in the skin. Put a little bit more on top. And then all you need to do with this is you need to leave this now for about, well, anywhere between 20 minutes and an hour. And what you'll find when we come back is that the moisture has started to rise up through the fat and onto the skin of the meat, and then we wipe it away again. So the next time you see this, it will have been soaked in the salt for a little while, and you'll see exactly what happens there. We're about an hour into the cook now, just after we've dusted the pork belly with the salt. And what you should be able to see, I hope, is that a lot of moisture has risen to the top of the pork belly here. You can see it's kind of moist and damp there. And all you're looking to do now is just wipe off any moisture that has risen to the top of the meat. Just get a piece of kitchen roll and literally press down, and you can see now, hopefully, the moisture coming through onto the kitchen roll. Next step of the process is to get some cooking oil. I use some sunflower oil. Vegetable oil will be fine. You could even use some dripping, or whatever you want to, but you're looking to get something oil based onto the skin now. Give it a good drizzle and then just start to rub it into the skin. Again, like you did with the salt earlier, make sure you get it in between the cuts that you put into the meat earlier on. And it's not drenched in oil, it's just a decent kind of layer on top. That's really good. Last thing we want to do before this goes into the oven is another quick dusting of salt. Not as thick as the first lot you did, but just to get it started. Now we're going to put this into an oven on its highest possible temperature. Now I go with the non-fan assisted oven, so a regular oven, and I've got it set up for about 300 degrees centigrade, so that's as hot as it will go. You put that in there for about 20 minutes at that heat. It really sets the crackling off, and then you turn it down gradually. I'll give you some updates throughout the cook and the timing of the cook as to where we are with each stage, so it's nice and easy to follow. This is about 15 minutes in. I'm going to leave the oven at 300 degrees, but as you can see, the crackling is really starting to turn now. So another 15 minutes on this temperature, about 300 degrees, and we're really going to be making some decent crackling. Okay, so 30 minutes in, And as you can see, we've got a really decent crackling going on all along the top of this pork now. What we're going to do is turn the oven right down. I'm going to turn it down to about 180 degrees centigrade, and we're going to finish it off for about another 30 minutes or so. There we go. So it's had a further half an hour in the oven now on about 180. So in total it's had about an hour. 30 minutes on 300, another 30 minutes on 180. And as you can see, that's some good crackling there. All we need to do now is let this rest for about 10 or 15 minutes before we start cutting it up. The crackling's going nowhere, that's going to stay nice and firm, but it's going to allow the meat to soften out in the middle. Handy tip for you, which I didn't mention earlier, is obviously stick a bit of greaseproof paper on your tray, because the oven is so hot that you do get the kind of burning effect at the bottom of the meat, and you don't want to ruin one of your baking trays by doing that, so just stick a bit of greaseproof paper on there. We're going to let this rest, and then in a minute I'm going to show you cutting it, which is my favourite part. Okie dokie, so look, it's been resting for about 10 minutes now. It's really good, all of the excess juice is kind of washed away, and I've thrown that straight into the gravy. Now it's time to just start cutting into this, and there's no tidy way of doing it. If you've got decent crackling on here, it's just going to crack. So get a nice sharp knife, get into that crackling, and that's the noise that you want to hear. Crackling just breaks straight off, which is exactly what you want. And then the meat in the middle is absolutely perfectly cooked. And again, go into the meat nice and hard, and look at that. There you go. Some perfect bits of pork belly for you there, and that crackling is perfect. Lovely, so there we have it, pork belly. I'm serving this today with some nice minted Jersey raw potatoes and some fine beans, and just a little drizzle of some nice gravy over a bit of everything there. And why do they call me the king of the crackling? This is why. Perfect every time. Can't go wrong with the tip. Dry it out, plenty of oil, plenty of salt, leave it in an oven for a long time on a nice high heat. Enjoy.